which is good. Oh. In today's video, I'm going to be back on let's car driving with the Dodge Viper, and we're going to take it on the windy roads and the racetrack to basically test the handling. So with that being said, let's get straight into it. Now we're going to be doing this with drift tires and race tires. Currently we have the drift tires equipped, so we already know what to expect. We're going to be all over the place, all over the road, but let's just see how this goes, and let's see if we can actually do this without crashing. I'm wondering if I should switch it to manual mode. I think I'm gonna switch it because I did my previous video in manual mode, or the comparison. So we're gonna do this thing in manual mode. Hold up, I got shift lock on. I don't want that on right now. There we go. So oh. Okay, this thing is gonna be the most uncontrollable car I've ever tested. This thing does not know what straight is. I can oh my gosh, I don't even think we need to turn off traction control, to be honest, to do this, because it's just so slidey. This is the, I'm not gonna say bad because we already know what to expect, but this is the most slidey car I've ever driven so far in the game. I think I do like when cars are slidey, but not too slidey. You don't want them to be too slidey when you're trying to drift it, and you don't want them to be too grippy. It's gonna give you a lot of problem, just like how this thing is giving me some problem. It's actually still controlled, but it's very slidey. Like every time I touch the gas, I gotta expect for it to just start to swing out on me. And I'm just in second gear. Imagine third gear. I'm not even gonna test third gear out, because then I would just have way too much wheel spin. Yeah, as I said in the beginning, we're going to be all over the place. This is expected because this car is very slidey. I mean, even in real life, this thing is very slidey. Oh my god, you got to be very careful with the throttle, because like in other cars, there's more room for error in some of the other cars that I've driven that's rear-wheel drive and has a lot of power. Like if you're on the gas for like maybe 3 to 4 more seconds extra, you can still catch it back, but with this thing, if you're on the gas even for 1 second, it's like you're done. You gotta be very careful with the gas in this thing, because if you give it too much gas, that's it. There's no room for error. You gotta be timing everything good with this car, because if I hold on the gas too long, I'm in third gear now, and I tell you, if I hold on the gas too long, I want to demonstrate, but I don't think it's worth it. Maybe on the track I'm going to demonstrate. When I'm on the track, I'm going to demonstrate what will happen. But with this thing, you got to be very careful and timing everything perfectly. The minute it swings out on you, you got to start counter steering. In other cars, it would help you counter steer a bit, but with this thing, you got to give it a full lock, else that's it for you. You just got to say bye bye. But so far, I don't think I've had any major spinouts, which is kind of surprising, because this thing is not easy to control. Oh my gosh, this thing is not easy to control. I'm not even kidding. This is one of the hardest cars I've driven so far. If it's not the hardest, it's definitely one of them. This thing is absolutely crazy. Okay, we're in the tunnel. Hopefully, okay, never mind. I thought I was gonna get a little better handling here, but I don't know why I thought that. Oh. Can kind of give it some speed now. Once it's going fast enough, you don't really gotta worry about it spinning out on you or anything like that. It's when you're at slow speed and giving it heavy gas, that's when you gotta worry. I was looking out for this thing. Oh my gosh, this thing is crazy. Oh, this is the craziest. Oh my gosh, this thing just wants to like just flip. Wants to just swing you off the road and flip, send you straight into the wall or the pole. It doesn't know what straight is, to be honest. It's way too slidey. Okay, let's test this thing out on the track. I'm sure, based on what we've seen so far, this thing is gonna go absolutely sideways on the track. Okay, that's the first spin out. But luckily we are on the track, so we got a lot more room for error on the track because it's a lot wider. So we don't really got to worry about crashing that easy because we have a lot more space, and these sand bits actually help you slow down, so that's good. Yeah, but this thing is absolutely crazy. So far, I would say it passed the winding roads. I didn't have any major spin outs. It was very hard to control, but now it's giving me a little bit of harder time because these turns are also bigger. Even though we have more space, the turns on this are a lot bigger and sharper. Gotta be careful here. I don't want to be giving it too much gas here. With other cars I could take that turn with a lot of confidence, but this thing, I don't know it's gonna react. Oh my gosh, this thing is very unpredictable. Just wants to go straight into the wall, straight up. Okay, I don't think we need to do another lap. I think we've seen enough to be able to rate this thing. This thing is absolutely crazy. It does not know what straight is. I would say this thing could be a drift car, but if you could like tune it up and like change some of the stuff, as in like the camber, the alignment and stuff like that, then maybe you could make this thing into a drift car. Well, I mean, technically it is a drift car because it does go sideways a lot, but it's just it goes there too rapidly. Like with a drift car, you want to be able to control it. With this thing, it's very uncontrollable, in my opinion. I mean, it does go sideways, but it's just too much. Like you want to have slidiness and grip, but there's got to be like an in between. With this thing, it's just complete slidiness. There's no grip. That's basically what I'm getting. It's very unpredictable at times. So I wouldn't say it's the best drift car, but like if you could change certain things, suspension and stuff like that, then it could probably make it into a good drift car. And maybe in the future the game does add stuff like that, hopefully, where you could change stuff like that. Because if I could change certain things, I think I could make this thing handle a little bit better or more predictable than unpredictable. But now I'm going to change the tires real quick and see what difference it makes. Hopefully we get some good traction. Okay, so we changed the tires to race tires now, which is basically the grippiest tires in the game. So hopefully we can get some traction and the car is a little bit more predictable, hopefully. But let's launch this thing in 3, 2, 1, blast off. I didn't hear any tire spin, that's good. Okay, we gotta lock in because I just realized I have this thing in manual, which means I'm gonna have to be changing gears while trying to take these turns, which means I'm gonna have to be very focused, which I am. But so far that thing took those turns without any tire spin, so that's great. I'm not hearing any sliding, which is a good thing, because I thought this thing was still gonna give me a lot of oversteer. It's doing well. This thing is actually handling like a dream. Wow. I heard some tires squeak there, but that was not really anything too bad. As long as it doesn't spin the car out, we're good. Hearing a lot of tire spin now, but still weird. It's very what am I saying? It's still very controllable. Being focused and trying to talk at the same time is not ideal. But so far it's handling pretty well. Haven't seen any major oversteer or understeer, which is good. Oh, got some major understeer there, but It's okay. You gotta remember to brake extra hard for these turns. And to be honest with you, when I'm driving on this road, it's mainly with rear-wheel drive cars. So usually I'm going a little faster than I should be, because I'm expecting to like get some power slide or drift going. So that's why I think I can't put it on the steer there, because I was going a lot faster than I need to be. But I'm surprised this thing is handling so well, considering the fact that it was so unpredictable when we had the drifters, even though that's what they're basically meant for. And traction is on now, so I think the tires and the traction on now is actually making a major difference, which is a good thing. Okay, slow down here. Remember, there's a little boot here. Okay, now we're back. Well, we're about. You can say we're at the track. I'm gonna see how well this thing handles on the track now. This handled super well on the windy roads. I honestly thought it was gonna do a lot crazier. It's gonna be very slight, but it actually was very, very controllable. I barely heard any tire spin. And I only got understeer once, which is very surprising because I thought I was gonna get oversteer. Getting a little more understeer there, but we kind of entered a bit fast there. Okay, we got the lock in. Try to max it. The bump in the road, oh my gosh. I didn't even realize that there was a bump right there. I know there's a bump almost at the end of this track because it messed me up in the M2 super bad. I still remember that. This thing is handling so well, I can't believe it. This does not feel like the same car is driving in the first. Oh my, bro, it's handling so well. It doesn't seem like the same car any at all. I can't believe this was what I was driving at the beginning. Heard some tire screech there, but it still didn't oversteer or anything. Wow. I don't think I need another lap. This thing handled so well for a rear-wheel drive car. And the fact that it was handling so harsh in the beginning, even though we had traction off and drift tires, it's kind of understandable. What this thing handled like a absolute beast. I think this can be, or if we were to rate this thing from making it into a drift car to like a race or a track car, I would say go for the track car more. So get the grip tires and keep traction on, because this thing actually handles super well. But if you want this thing as a drift, I would recommend it, because as you could see, it's very hard to control. So I would say this thing is more of a track car, or like car that you take on the track and try in a race. This thing is not a drift car. So forget what I said in the beginning. I mean, it can go sideways, but it's just too slidey at the moment. If they do remodel it, probably they would make it a little less slidey. And there's also an issue I realized with the gearing. Once you're in 6th gear, it kind of lose speed if you're not in like semi or manual mode, which is a little bummer, but it's not really a big deal. But this thing is more of a track car to me because it handled super well. So I would say get this thing or tune it into a track car more, better than a drift car.